look fit.
I do?
Yeah.
Wow, I don't hear that very often. That would be the first time I've ever heard that in my whole life.
Well, congratulations. I'm glad I could be the one.
Thank you very much.
Now, I have to start with this one. An action film about pot smokers.
Yeah.
Where on earth did this idea come from?
I know, you would generally think pot smokers were not active.
No.
Nonetheless, guys should be in an action movie. But that's kind of what was funny to us. We thought, like, who are the worst guys ever to have machine guns and to have people wanting to murder them? And it's pot smokers. And it all spawned from a question that I asked myself, which is, would I stop smoking weed if my life literally depended on it?
And?
No. That's the answer that I realized in the movie. No.
Because I must say, I don't think, when I think Seth Rogan, I don't think action star. But you do action in
But you just said I look fit.
Well, that's true. but you're doing, like, the film becomes an action film by the end of it.
Yeah, well, it's very easy to shoot a gun, as you see. That's most of it. I mean, you just need to do that. I can do that all day. Being fat doesn't stop me from doing that. Yeah, I love action movies, and we just realized we could make the one. They let us make it.
Is that pretty much what
crazy.
it is? Do you sit around? Are you sitting around pulling bongs and going, you know what would be just so awesome?
If they let us make an action movie.
And then someone says,
yeah.
From the people who brought you knocked up, amen, let's do it.
Exactly. That's pretty much exactly how it happened. And that doesn't mean it's not a good movie, but yeah, that's how it happened. And that's embarrassing to say.
No, but it looks like it's just a whole heap of fun because you're running around. You've got car chases. You've got you do get to shoot all these guns.
I shoot a lot of guns.
Do you train? Like, did you undergo training for all that kind of stuff?
We wanted to know just as much as we needed to know with not to kill each other.
Important.
But no more than that. Because we're not supposed to look like we know what we're doing. We're supposed to look like two idiot potheads with machine guns. And in order to do that, you take two idiot potheads and you give them machine guns. And that's pretty much what happened.
And how much of it is just you guys playing around? Because a lot of it obviously there's scripted dialogue, but then a lot of it just seems like you guys having a good time.
Yeah. Well, as you can see right now, I'm very quick on my feet. See? And, yeah, I mean, a lot of it is improv. I'm poor with, again, potheads are bad at memorizing shit.
Right.
So improv is very conducive to that. People who don't know their lines very well. Yeah, we try to keep it loose and just have fun with it. Is that a lame thing to say?
No.
We have fun with it.
Well, it's better than sitting around saying this thing was a chore.
Exactly.
We hated it.
I stayed in character the whole time we made the movie. It was a Daniel Day-Lewis-esque performance for me.
How much of it is based on? I mean, Superbad, we know the history of that being based on your life. How much of I'm not going to say American Express.
Yeah.
Pineapple Express is based on your life or lifestyle, I should probably say.
Well, I smoke weed.
It's a good start.
So that's about it. And I've always wanted to shoot a machine gun.
Even the fact that your character wears a suit has nothing to do with you whatsoever.
No, not at all. That's the only suit I've ever worn in my entire life. Wasn't that?
So, can you take your mum to go and see this film then? Like, family members, are they going to watch it and just going, "I'm learning too much about you"?
It definitely makes some awkward conversations arise. Like, how do you know how to roll a cross-shaped joint? Well, clearly that takes a lot of practice, years actually, and surgeon-like hands. But yeah, I mean, I guess it's, my mom never caught me masturbating, so this is the next best thing, I guess. Everyone needs to humiliate themselves in front of their parents somehow, so.
And what's the next movie you're making, the title of that one?
Well, there you go. It's called Zach and Miri Make a Porno.
So now, at some point, do you stop and look back at your life and just go, what the hell?
Yeah, there's a lot of weed movies and porn movies and unplanned pregnancy movies. Underage drinking is a big theme. And you know who I make these movies for? The kids.
That's what I love about you. You care. You give.
I care.
It's a great thing.
I give back.
And you're on the road doing some stand-up soon in Montreal.
Yeah, I got it. The next movie I'm doing, which Eric Bana's in, I point to you merely because you're Australian.
Yeah, right.
and I play a stand-up comic in it, so I have to do stand-up comedy to look like I'm comfortable doing it. But I did it when I was like young, like when I was a teenager, but I haven't done it since then.
So where do you go now looking for material?
Well, yeah, I mean, like when I was, before when I wrote jokes, it was all about how I had no money and no job and I couldn't get laid at all. And now I have a girlfriend and I have a great job and I have nothing to write jokes about at all. It's not funny. See? It's not funny to have there's nothing funny about my rad life. I was gonna write jokes about like the pajamas they give you in first class international. But that's not funny. No one can relate to that.
Hey everybody, you know when you're sitting in your mansion and you're rolling a doobie with looks like a cross?
I know.
Am I right, people?
Exactly. You take your diamond toothpick and you pick some filet mignon out of your gold teeth and you think, why am I so awesome?
Hey, Seth, would you like to try to win $20 in 20 seconds? Let's go. You did well with this last time, so I like your chances.
I did do pretty well with this.
But you're flying solo this time.
I know.
Okay.
I'm putting it up there. There we go.
No pressure. Let's start the clock. Do you regret spitting water into Paul Rudd's mouth last time you were here?
No.
Did you do any training to be in Kung Fu Panda?
No.
Who's the funniest man alive other than Jack Black?
Oh, man, I was going to do that. Sacha Baron Cohen.
Ah, if you won an award and they mispronounced your name, would you complain about it in your speech?
Yes.
Which Williams sister is the hottest?
Venus.
What's your worst habit?
Pick my nose.
If your bathroom walls could talk, what would they say?
Stop picking your nose.
What movie have you seen the most times?
Big Lebowski.
Oh, nice call. And Seth Rogan, who would you turn gay for?
Hughesy.
Oh! Wow!
It's a popular answer. I think a lot of people have been. I just said what a lot of people have been thinking. It looks like
the two of you would be too lazy to do anything.
That's why it would be great. It would be a painless experience for both of us.
Good, safe homosexual relationship.
Exactly.
That's what you want.
Completely inactive.
Hey. $20. I think that's Hughes' officially. That might be Hughes' first who would turn gay for.
I'm going to stick this down Hughes' underpants.
I look forward to when the man comes out.